Hey everybody, I'm going to be talking about vaping and its history, the ingredients, side effects, positive or negative, and how social media has kind of curved everyone's thoughts on vaping. It seems like it's gotten bigger here recently. But first, let's talk about the history. It was first invented in 1963, but it was never commercially sold until 2003 by a pharmacist named Han Lick. He was 52 years old, and the first commercially successful electronic cigarette was created in 2003. Now, it did not hit the US until 2006 or 2007. Actually, in 2009, they were banned from Australia. They believed that all forms of nicotine were classified as poison, so they just did away with all of it. Some of the ingredients in vape juice there's actually 4 main ingredients, and that's all there is in there. It's USP propylene glycol, which is also known as PG, USP vegetable glycerin, known as VG, and both of those are considered safe and acceptable substances to be ingested by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. The other 2 are natural and artificial flavors, and then nicotine. Here recently, we have seen a rise in the thoughts towards vaping because there's been 5 deaths reported that have been linked to vaping. But with those deaths, they have also been linked to people putting THC in their vape juice. Now, the THC that they're getting is going to be black market, so there's no way to have that tested before they're ingesting it. If you were to look online in the past 6 months, you would see a ton of posts about vaping and the deaths and how it has just gotten out of hand, and everybody should just stop doing it until they are able to figure out what's going on. But you don't see that many posts about smoking. Now, there have been 480,000 deaths per year in the U.S. linked to cigarettes, and 41,000 deaths resulting from secondhand smoke. This equals about 1,300 deaths every day from smoking. But you don't see a post about that every 5 seconds if you're scrolling through Facebook. What you do see is how people are attacking, I would say, vapors and telling them that they need to stop right now. They're going to get popcorn lung, which is another thing. There's no good evidence that e-cigarettes could cause the lung condition called popcorn lung. There's been no cases of popcorn lung reported in people who use e-cigarettes. There has been several posts on Facebook of people stating that they did get popcorn lung from vaping, but there has not been any evidence to support that theory. THC is the active ingredient found in cannabis. Deaths that have occurred have been linked to people adding THC into their vape juice. THC in vape juice is not FDA approved, is another thing. But there have been several people that have gotten sick or had health conditions that they have linked to vaping, but the people that are getting sick aren't necessarily saying they're using the THC because it is illegal. But the CDC has recently released a form saying that the deaths that have occurred have no link to vaping in general, that it is the THC that they're getting from the black market that is causing these deaths or illnesses. So they have finally released that, and everybody is still saying that you should stop vaping, you should stop doing this, you should stop doing that. But if we're being realistic, vaping has helped curb a lot of people away from smoking cigarettes, which is a lot more dangerous than vaping itself. Now, if you start adding ingredients that aren't FDA approved, that you can just go buy off the internet, and you're mixing your ingredients yourself with no correct amount to follow, then, I mean, that's going to start causing issues and causing illnesses and causing deaths. So, do you smoke or do you vape? If you do either, I encourage you to do your own research on the effects of both. And I also encourage you not to take posts on social media and run with them. Do your own research before believing something someone posts, because you can post anything on the internet, and as long as it has a catchy title, it's going to run away, and everybody's going to believe it. So if you have any questions, just comment, and have a good day.